So the rough agenda is to look at producing faster thanks to metadata and artificial intelligence, moving on to multi-camera and live production in the cloud, and then looking at the next generation of TVU video transmitters, and then looking at new interfaces for distribution of live video IP via TVU Global Grid. To give you a little bit of history about TVU, for those of you who aren't familiar with TVU, we've been in existence for about 13 years. We're a US-based company. We're based in Silicon Valley, very close to Google. Not that we're as big as Google. We're about 130, 140 employees worldwide, and we're growing all the time. We serve around 2,700 TV stations worldwide. And most of the top broadcasters use our equipment in around 85 different countries. For the European operation, we have centralised our European operations now in Barcelona, and we're building up that team. So we're now about 15 people, and that includes technical support people, solution engineers, our own marketing, because there is a difference between US and European marketing, believe it or not. We speak the same language, but we're very different. We also have a focused sales, marketing and logistics team. And these are some of the customers we work through. We rely very much on our local presence with our partners, and Danmon are one of our important partners obviously for Norway. So TVU Media Mind appliance. This is basically our core platform on which we build everything. So basically TVU Media Mind is a range of servers, receivers and transceivers, and basically for the movement via the cloud of distribution of workflow, be that from media acquisition through AI search and production, remote production through to distribution, and onwards for streaming to live video, social media platforms. So looking at TVU contribution automation and the reason why we do things, I've got a little short video just to run which explains really where we're coming from and how the broadcast industry is changing.
At the start of television, every evening, families would get together to watch the same program. Then came the time of HD TV, where we succeed in building beautiful flat TV sets with programs in full HD and 4K, but no one watches TV anymore. Today, people watch content on their own devices. They are eager for more programs tailored to their liking. News production teams need to create more live stories tailored to these different audiences at a lower cost. Start saving hours in commute and equipment coordination by automating story assignment in your newsroom system. You can now create a story with valuable metadata and assign it in one click to all connected TVU devices. The reporter easily selects the story. His live broadcast now includes enriched metadata such as voice, face and object recognition, transcribed in real time. The content, now loaded with metadata, is sent back to the newsroom system. All metadata is time-coded, allowing you to search live videos down to the exact frame you need. All videos are now archived with rich and frame-accurate metadata in your newsroom system, allowing broadcast, digital and radio teams to find instantly the video frames tailored to their respective audience needs. Enriched metadata greatly reduces production cost, allowing you to produce more customized stories while having the news on air faster than anyone.
So that gives you an overview really of what the Media Miner platform is about. So essentially it's about metadata, the importance of metadata and the fact that we time code everything, so we are frame accurate. Through Media Mind appliance we can actually use face recognition, voice, object and also automatic transcription services into multiple languages as well. In fact, Oriol and I did a test this morning and we were actually doing a transmission in Farsi for one of our Middle Eastern customers. So the backbone of our contribution automation is the Media Mind platform. We use the TVU API to work with a number of different manufacturers and for media asset management and also archive management. One of the biggest issues for a lot of companies is they have huge archives but they're not able to actually recover that information quickly or accurately. They may have thousands of pictures of Washington, the White House or Capitol Hill, but they're not able to actually pull that back. So their journalists are unable to use that information to write their stories. With our systems and with the metadata that we use, you're able to actually pull that material automatically from the media asset management system or from a pack which might be in a remote location. You can pull that information through automatically. And we work with a number of different manufacturers, and we're very interested in actually working with other manufacturers using our API to develop those hooks and those connections. So TVU Producer is one of the products we use for remote production. We have others. We have TVU Anywhere and we have TVU RPS and TVU One. There is an example on the table here. And we're more than happy to take you through those. If you want to see more information, we have products next door, which we're more than happy to take you through. But essentially, those are the equipment that you use in the remote locations at the stadium. And then you have TVU Producer, which is a cloud-based solution which you're able to basically video switch the system remotely, so you can have someone doing the video cuts sitting in their living room. They don't have to be at the actual physical location anymore. You could have someone else doing the graphics and someone else doing the audios. And you can take up to 5 or 6 feeds coming in. You can cut, preview, add graphics, do picture-in-picture, manipulate the video, and then video cut that to live to air, and you can distribute that automatically to a number of different social media platforms, depending on how you want to distribute it. So you only pay for what you use, it's licensable, and this uses the TVU Anywhere app, which is a free app which basically turns any mobile phone into a transmitter anywhere in the world. So anywhere, if for example you have one of your colleagues on holiday in Paris during the Notre Dame fire, you could actually turn that mobile phone into a camera and take that feed directly into TVU Producer, add your graphics, and then put that to air to social media. So it becomes a very powerful tool. But you only pay for what you use. The TVU Anywhere app is free. You only pay for the license in the receiver. So you can work from anywhere. It's scalable. Lowers your production costs because you're not sending expensive equipment overseas, and from acquisition through to delivery. So you can take up to five feeds coming in, multi-user GUI, so a number of people can use that remotely. You can have two-way talkback as well, so you can actually talk to the operator, and you can actually use cloud recording and replay, multi-bit rate, multi-resolution. There's also slow motion and replay features as well. So it's quite a powerful tool. From that, we've developed a product called TVU Chat. And I don't know whether you're seeing the same trends here in Norway, but in the UK we're seeing requests from broadcasters to have more fan involvement. They want fans to interact with the pundits. So we've developed TVU Chat, and TVU Chat is basically enables live audience participation with the pundits. And we've been conducting some experiments in the UK with quite a large sports journalist company, and I've got a small video which basically shows you how it can be used.
You've been fairly balanced actually about the whole situation, not really jumped the gun despite some misleading tweets that were supposed to be ironic. Joe, are you starting, to buy into it anymore? Can you understand the fever?
Yeah, I can definitely understand the fever, and I can see why a lot of Manchester United, particularly game-attending fans, are really behind Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting the permanent job, and I imagine most of the players are as well now, because he's obviously turned the atmosphere in the dressing room on its head completely. All the Manchester United fans are playing, all the Man United players are playing at the top of their game, really.
So I won't go into too much detail, but essentially enables fans to participate with the studio. They are able to ask questions. They're able to basically give their views of the match. This is another test we did actually at Wembley Football Stadium. Again, this is interaction with the studio.
Okay, we'll come to social corner in a minute. Don't forget we want you guys to get involved in the show as always. So we'll come to our social corner in a minute. But right now we can cross live, delighted to say, to Wembley Stadium. Zach and James are there from Football Daily. There they are. There you are in all of their glory. Zach, just give us an insight into what the atmosphere is like moments away from kick-off now.
It's intense right now. I'm worried. I think most Chelsea fans are worried. How are you feeling, James?
I mean, to be fair, we've already played during our final this season, and actually it's 2 trophies. Sorry, this could be after today. We've had the Community Shield. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Again, I think so. Goes like today. We'll see you win.
We're going to get to team news shortly. Interestingly, though,
Now, bearing in mind there were 80,000 fans in that stadium, that's a pretty good connection. The next stage is to have multiple fans all connected to one another. So you'd have a split screen. You'd have up to four fans all interacting together, all joining in the conversation. So TVU Anywhere features HEVC encoding. We can actually give a demonstration for anyone that's interested in doing that. And we could set up anyone in this room with a TVU Anywhere app. You can download that free from the App Store, and we can turn your phone into a transmitter, and we can actually put it onto the screen next door if you so wish. We can also take control of your phone, so we can do remote pan and zooming of your phone. We can also do some cosmetic lighting as well, so we can take control of your mobile phone. So in the US, we actually gave 380 licenses to ESPN, and they gave the phones to draft footballers for the college draft, and they were going around videoing each other, and they were able to use that footage, and it cost them very, very little. So it's a very different way of looking at things. You have IFB and voice over IP support. You can also do clip recording and live streaming from that feature and function as well. So it's very powerful. Nano router, which we have on the desk here. This is basically a router which enables you to connect up to three modems. So you can use it with a mobile phone, and we used that actually for the Dakar Rally recently and down in South America. And given there's very little network infrastructure there, we were able to get some superb coverage down in South America. And TVU router is obviously very lightweight, simple to use, and achieved high-speed connectivity. And we've just developed another version of that called Nano Video, which is basically a 2-SIM video connection. That one's data, this one is video, so it's a slightly smaller version of the TVU One pack. So moving forward to the next generation of mobile transmitters, the big buzzword is 5G. We've been conducting tests across the Far East and Europe for tests. Now there is very little infrastructure currently available in most countries. There's some test nodes in various different countries, but we've been testing in South Korea. We've just entered into a partnership with a telephone company there to develop 5G coverage, and it's looking very, very good. So tests, at the moment they're external modems, and we're just working with the modem manufacturers to incorporate those into the pack. At NAB, we were demonstrating the next variation of the TVU One, version 3, which supports 4K, 1080p. That's now available. Improved battery life. The current version is 2 hours. Do you know what the new one is?
2 hours is continuous working. Continuously.
Enhanced HEVC encoding. TM1000 is the European modem version, and then the 1000G is the global. So we can provide global modems to operate anywhere in the world, and we can also provide data packs to support that as well. We were also demonstrating the next generation of transceiver, which is 2110, for those people that are interested in 2110. Together with, we also introduced dual power supplies in the receivers. 4K variant was also introduced, together with SMP PT connections as well. The next generation of all of our receivers will be Linux based rather than Microsoft. That seems to be where most of our customers are pushing us. We've also integrated NDI connections as well and SRT. We have enhanced our transceiver through Command Center and TVU Grid. Do you want to? We can we can demonstrate that next door if you'd like to see more. This is TVU Command Center. So basically, you can look at any feed. So from TVU Command Center, you can control any pack or any TVU Anywhere app. I can also take any CNN feed as well. I can actually look at that and control that as well from here. So this is a way through Command Center, I can send any operator with a TVU1 pack. I can send him an assignment. So I can ask him to be available to cover a certain assignment. I can send him the details with the associated metadata, and as soon as he presses the button, we then start taking that transmission straight into a media asset management system. So what we effectively do is we automate that whole process. So from the camera right through to the media asset management system or newsroom computer system, we take control of that. So we automatically take that material, we transcribe it, we look for face recognition, voice recognition, object recognition, and put it straight into a media asset management system. So that makes that information available to any journalist anywhere in that organisation. So they can take that information, they can start writing their story. If there's a piece of information that's already is stored on the pack somewhere in the world, they can actually download that remotely from that pack and pull it through the system automatically. So again, it's a very powerful system. And we're now at version 5.5 of TVU Grid, which is our distribution mechanism. Now, we've been working with ABC News and CNN in the US, and basically where they used to distribute via satellite, they've now decided to implement TVU Grid and are using that for distribution, which is saving them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in transmission costs. And essentially they can transmit their CNN feeds to any of their affiliates. And CNN, for example, have 1,200 affiliates across the US, which they can distribute automatically, simultaneously to all of those affiliates that want to take that feed. Through Grid, they can also take the feed from the affiliate back into CNN and then redistribute it. What we're also looking to do is to actually, behind Grid, is have another product called Grid Market, which enables you to then market that material to other broadcasters. So, for example, if they also have TVU Grid, you could have someone, say the BBC, might have TVU Grid, NRK might have TVU Grid, and they can actually share that information with CNN on an international basis. So material, first one to news, can syndicate that throughout the network. And that is basically TVU in a snapshot. And I know it's lunchtime, so I pushed the pedal a bit hard. So if you have any questions, by all means, please ask. We're next door for the rest of the day. If you want to ask questions, if you want to see equipment, if you want to see it actually working, if you want us to turn your mobile phones into transmitters, we can do. But thank you for your time, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Da er vi både litt voksenblikk